Access Sacramento presents a live Hometown Game of the Week sports event. This program is funded in part by a grant from the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission.
We have reached week 10 of the high school football season, and this evening on Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week, two playoff-bound ball clubs ready to slug it out in the final regular season game. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Antelope High School, where this evening the host Titans, undefeated in league play in the CBC, take on league rival Inderkum. We'll see how this shakes out tonight. Happy to have you with us this evening. I'm Will James, along with former Inderkum head coach Terry Stark, breaking things down for you. And this is that edgy time of season, Terry, when teams are on the brink, playing hard for that last win that could make the difference of them getting in the playoffs or hosting a game, in fact. So more tension in the air than usual.
Right. This is also a big game for Antelope because a chance to go 6-0 and win the title outright. And also Inderkum needs this win to get into the playoffs. So it's going to be a great matchup tonight.
We got a big crowd here this evening. It's senior night here at Antelope High School. Lots of festivities. But the main event is going to be out there on the field, and they mean business. Mike Byerly certainly would like to run the table. And, of course, Reggie Harris would like to win on the road. Here's what happened in the last outings for these two ball clubs. Both of them played squeakers, Terry, but the Tigers came up short.
Yeah, well, the game was really close at the end, and Inderkum couldn't pull it out. But Roseville had a big win there.
Big win right there. In fact, the Tigers had come back to tie it briefly, but a 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown basically was the clincher for Roseville. Now, for Mike Byerly's outfit, he had to tolerate a forfeit loss, River Valley, and made up an uncharacteristic non-league makeup game. There you see the statistic for the forfeit victory, which didn't do them any good. So they were able to put together a last-minute road trip to Sonora. Not an easy journey either, to face a tough ball club. And we'll see shortly here that it was a slugfest.
Well, I think it was a great move to play that game. Not only did it get them playoff ready, they played an outstanding program that's going to be in the playoffs. They came out of it with a win and no injuries.
Boy, that's always crucial. At this time of year, injuries can really be such a significant factor. Well, both of these squads have star power and impact players whose performances are vital this evening for their team to try to get over. And for visiting Inderkum, as you well know, based on history and the present day, plenty of firepower there.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got the impact players for Inderkum are Kevin Boone Nelson, wide receiver, number 6, Baron Taylor, number 7, running back, and big lineman Jordan Sloan, number 71, who's our left guard on offense. And then I'm going to get this name right here. Jeremiah on defense, Jeremiah Tui Ila at defensive end, outstanding two-way sophomore, and then Baron Taylor at safety and Jacob Green at middle linebacker.
And they have some tremendous defensive stats, that group right there, especially in the sack department, where they've registered 30 sacks. And that's going to be a concern for quarterback Bateman and, of course, head coach Byerly to protect his quarterback. Now, as far as the Titans are concerned, they love playing at home, and they are torrid, especially that gentleman at quarterback who had a career game, Terry, against Sonora.
560 yards, I believe. That's incredible. You don't hear about that in these parts of town.
6 touchdown passes. Borders has been stellar for the last couple of years. Cole is Bateman's favorite target. He's got 10 touchdown catches. And those defenders there have excellent stat numbers as well in the defensive column. Well, a lot of people factor this game to be pretty even, and this or that could turn it. But the keys are definite in this game, and you've seen them both practice. Each opposing coach has got a specific area they need to control.
Well, the Tigers need to execute versus a disciplined program.
They do, and that is a good compliment for Coach Byerly. And evidently, it's always a challenge to get a team bearing down the entire time. So,
sure.
Coach Harris wants a full 48 out of his Tigers.
Right, I think that's what they didn't get last week. They probably played 47 because I think Roseville pulled it out at the end.
They did indeed. And then field position is always vital, and that is determined a number of different ways, especially if you're able or not able to move the football on offense and set yourself up for either a drive or to punt into a good situation.
Right, it's a lot easier to score on a short field.
Indeed. Antelope now. They've got star running back. They've got star quarterback, ace receiver. They're looking to secure that balance that a lot of teams just struggle in getting. Usually one side, pass or run, is overloaded. And then patience. Mike Byerly stresses patience. Move the chains. Don't panic. When you have a shot to go for the big one, take it. And then that running game we spoke of for Inderkum, his key concern is to try to contain the speedy Tigers.
Well, Inderkum always has running backs, and they have a big line this year, so I think that's going to be Antelope's key, is to contain Inderkum's running game.
No doubt. Well, we've got the table partially set for you here. It's Inderkum taking on front-running Antelope here in Week 10. It's the CBC final for these two teams. The playoffs are dead ahead starting next week, but tonight's game vital in terms of where these teams will be positioned come postseason time. Stay with us. We will be back for more of our pregame upon our return.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
To Sofia and Gabriel, mis flores, my little flowers. Even though these old knees can't follow on your adventure to the forest today, these flowers represent my love, so you can take me with you wherever you go. near or far. These stitches and threads join us together. Me, your mother, and both of you. And wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Well, we have the table set for you this evening here from Antelope High School for Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week with Terry Stark and Rick Stewart and the A team here at Antelope High. How you doing, Rick?
You guys tonight, it's a special treat for me, especially with Coach Stark up there in the broadcast booth with you. But we got a great game here in the CVC showdown here tonight between Inderkum visiting Antelope. Let's take a look at some more background information for both these teams and what they've done lately and who they've done it for. So we'll roll that with our national anthem, our coaching counterparts, Reginald Harris in his second year at Inderkum.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
A tremendous rendition there. Ari Green, a junior here at Antelope High. Let's bounce it back down to field level and Rick Stewart, Stu.
Wow, just showing you how excited I am to be here, trying to step on everything's toes, video and everything. But let's get a look at some of the graphics and the information that will back up our game tonight. Our coaching counterparts, Reginald Harris, second year at Inderkum, 10-9 for a career 6-5 league record. Also has a CBC coach championship in 2021. Now for the homestanding Antelope Titans, they're led by Mike Byerly, a veteran coach. His third year at Antelope, but he spent a lot of time at Lincoln and Stockton. 19-6 for his career here, 15-0 CBC record, 2022 CBC championship, co-championship in 2021 with Inderkum, and the Titans are undefeated in CBC play under Mike Byerly. Quite an accomplishment as we move forward with the Antelope Titans. Now, we have more information for you, too, and that's going to be coming up here with a season series. And our last meeting took like our first almost a year ago. The Antelope Titans 35-6. It was a good game for Antelope, but they didn't come up as good as they would like to have. Titans had other items. You could see what's going on in the series history, 2018 to present. It's 2-2. It's a 2-2 series, 2 for Inderkum, then 2 for Antelope. Coaching switches in between. You can see the information there. It's awesome. I can't wait to get going tonight. There's a look at the Capital Valley Conference. Antelope on top, 5-0, 7-3 overall. Inderkum in third, and here we go. Will, back to you.
Inderkum receives the opening kickoff and gets a spunky run back to the 30-yard line, a 26-yard return. So settle on in. This one's liable to have lots of fireworks. 5-0 Antelope, 3-2 Inderkum, Week 10 Capital Valley Conference. looks like a new look uniform-wise for the Titans with the all black and red headgear. So they open shop 1st and 10 from their 28-yard line. Turn and give, and we're going to see a lot of turn and give with Giovanni Jorlin.
That was just an I formation power play for 2 yards.
Beautiful evening here in Antelope. Just a whisper of a breeze, otherwise comfortable. Just a little bit of chill in the air, but other than that, ideal. Gain of 2, a long 2nd and 8 upcoming. Hutman, in just his 5th game, quarterbacking here for the Tigers. Fires deep left sideline, got a man out there. What an interception right there as he took it away from the defender on a tremendous coverage and theft by Lamar Johnson. Wow.
Well, Lamar was right up underneath the shoulder pads, looked when the receiver turned his head, and made a great play on that ball.
Oh, man, that was extraordinary. So that's the first interception Hutman has thrown this season, and it was a dazzling interception. So out come the Titans, their offensive unit, and they have been scoring, and their quarterback is having a premium season. Bateman is thrown for 24 touchdowns and a lot of yardage. So they open up from the 35. They run left. Big speed to the outside. Nice job there as
nice jet sweep right there. First play for 14 yards.
Okay, and there you see on your screen there, the starting offensive unit. 1st and 10 after they have a nice start. The football just inside Inderkum territory at the Tiger 49. Longer count this time. Turn and give, and right up the middle, nice gaping hole there. That offensive line really doing the job. Borders with his first carry and another first down.
Right, that was off tackle run play right behind Alpha Ba, number 55.
Well, the Tiger defense has their work cut out. We have a fallen Inderkum player on the field, and we'll have a stoppage here of action. But certainly that burst by Borders, who has run this year for 1,131 yards. Last year, 2,000 yards. And we're happy to see.
Well, he's had an incredible career. I saw him play as a sophomore, and I knew back then he was going to be special.
Okay. Glad to see that was not James Taylor, not a serious injury. We'll see if he comes back in, but it's a first down. Titans on the move just outside the Inderkum 35. They show a blitz, and they do. That had no chance of getting underway. Boy, that was impressive.
That looked like inside backer. I couldn't get a number on it, but that was fast. Number 14 looks like. Yeah, I'll get you.
No, that was superior. It's a 5-yard loss, not quite 5.
That was Danny Kirkpatrick. He's had a great year so far.
Yes, he has. Loss of 4, 2nd and 14. Throw to the right side, wide open and dropped uncharacteristically by Trayvon Watson. It was a high toss, catchable, and he was wide open.
That time they blitzed the other outside backer, and they were able to pick him off and get the ball away.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 14 for the Titans. We're just underway here at Antelope High School, and the Titans' final regular season game, this one against the Inderkum Tigers. Motion down the line. It's Watson. Fire right. Incomplete. 1 receiver, 4 defenders. 4th and 14.
Well, they had time to run that pass play. It just didn't look like they were coordinated on which route was to be run.
Well, Tupou will drop back apparently to punt on 4th and 14. So the drive at this point has fizzled. Solo safety stationed back at the Inderkum 10-yard line. Low snap, one bounce, nearly blocked a line drive, however, and they're going to let it roll, and it takes a Titan roll down to inside the 5.
Well, there's your field position battle right now. If Antelope can keep them down there, if they can't, Inderkum's going to have to produce a long drive.
A 38-yard punt, and the Tigers are pinned. And just as you say, Terry, field position. So it's a 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
And they need to be careful down here.
Short yardage blast off the left side. Not much there. Well, head coach Reggie Harris, as you see his starting group.
At quarterback, you got number 12, Gabriel Hutman. At running back, number 3, Giovanni Jorlin. Fullback, 23, Bryson Claxton. And the line is Sloan, Tui Ila, Hernandez, Sharman, and Palanapa.
They've got their work cut out. Nice opening there. 1st down and plenty more across the 15 to nearly to the 20.
Well, that was good yards right behind Tui Ila and Jacob Palanapa on the right side.
So credit the stop to Moore, but the Tigers burst out of the hole they were trapped in. 1st down, Inderkum. Still early here in the 1st at the 8:36 and clock rolling. Stay on the ground. Short yardage.
Looked like the same play to the right.
Well, Mike Byerly's defensive group, they have surrendered a lot of points this year, but this could be a defining night for them if they can really slow down these speedy Tigers. There's the defensive unit there, and they're on the spot. However, playing at home. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Double wide receivers on both sides. And motion. This play is blown dead. They hand it to the motion man, but the flags fly.
Looks like they wanted to run their version of the jet sweep.
Offense. 5 yards. Still 2nd down.
It's James Taylor, the motion man. He's already been up to his ears in action. He took a little hard shot there, but bounced up, and he's back in action. However, the 5-yard penalty really is going to have the Tigers shoved back from the 19-yard line. They need about 15 here. Hutman has plenty of time. A check off to the left. Good speed out of the backfield, but not quite enough.
That was a little dump pass to Giovanni Jorlin, but he couldn't get loose on it. Good tackle by the Titans.
Those are the ones that you have to make tackle. You don't want those guys in the open field. Here's another look.
Good pass protection. Slips it off to Jorlin. That's what you talked about, Will, is the Titans getting to the ball and making clean tackles.
That was clean. 3rd and long. Make it 3rd and 8. We're nearing midway 1st. Deep throw toward the middle of the field. No one there. A little bit of a bump at the 40-yard line, but inconsequential.
And a little bit of pressure from the Titans.
Lamar Johnson with the solo coverage, and it was his dazzling interception early in the game that provided the first big play. 4th and 8. So punt formation shown by the Tigers. Mishra, also their place kicker. Extra long takeoff step, high but short, bounding at midfield, and a backward bounce that favors the Titans. Downed. Just a 27-yard punt, and again, we're talking field position. This is pretty great field position.
Well, Antelope needs to take advantage of this because they didn't the last time, and they need to produce some points right here, or at least keep the Tigers backed up to where they have to play on a long field all night.
So the Titans break their huddle. This ball club is undefeated in league at 5-0, 7-3 on the season, coming off a league championship. Opening up at the Inderkum 47, and an over-anxious defensive jump.
Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
I know you always were excited to inherit a 1st and 5 situation.
Oh, this is a running situation. Well, you can do anything with it right now. You can run or throw. Makes the play calling easy right now.
Up the middle, pretty well contained, but not enough to. I think there was something also mentioned about good, clean tackling that the Tigers needed to really concentrate on. First down, Titans on the move, no huddle, up to the line of scrimmage right away.
So far, Borders has been carrying people with him.
Bateman wants to throw, looks left all the way and fires. He's got a man out there. Touchdown, Titans. Bateman put that right on the money, and is its favorite target, Cassidy Cole. 32 yards, Bateman to Cole.
Good protection and a great pass. Got it over his outside shoulder. There's only one guy who could make the play, and that was the receiver.
So the Titans jump to a 6-0 lead here, midway first at 6:09, and to tack on the extra, and got it.
That's Landon Richardson.
6:09 midway first. Let's take another look at that aerial connection. Good protection.
Nice protection. Got good height on the ball. Dropped it right over that outside shoulder, right in the corner. Only one guy can catch that ball.
Pinpoint accuracy. Stay with us. We'll be right back for more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Well, I need to correct myself. That was Watson with the TD reception. Here's a high, booming kickoff. It'll be shy of the goal line, taken just inside the 5. Looking for an alley, and almost. But a nice run back past the 35, but flags are down.
Usually you have a clip or a hold on a kickoff return. We'll see what it is here.
A 31-yard return. We'll see about the penalty.
During the return, holding on the return team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
That's our game referee, Mark Fagan, and we'll take another look. maybe on the far side of the field there, but another penalty. Cross buck shut down after about a 4-yard run.
Well, they faked the jet sweep there, but it really didn't fool the Antelope defense on the handoff.
So, gain of 3 will make it 2nd and 7 from the Tiger 24. Three defenders there to shut that down, but good power shown on that. Nice push. And, you know, for a smaller back, Jorlin has plenty of power.
Jorlin's a hard runner. He had over 200 yards against Roseville last week. So he'll keep getting that ball tonight as long as the game's close.
You'll see the way he protects the football and gets low. So they need a couple for a first down on 3rd and 2. They run right. Can he turn the corner? Yes. First down and lots of extra there.
That was their first run to a running back to the outside. It looks like they hooked the edge defenders and picked up a good play.
Okay, so they moved the chains. And the drive sustained. Tigers trailing at 7-0 after the touchdown pass. Bateman to Watson. Now they come to the net left side and get a tough 1 yard out of that.
Yeah, same play the other way. The lead back for Inderkum didn't get a very good kick out block on that. He needs to get his head in the hole, shoulders in the hole, and make contact and move his feet.
Okay, we'll see a closer look at that.
There you can see a missed block on number 1. He's a tough guy to block, though. Borders.
Yes, he is. Okay, 2nd and 9. Whistles are going to stop play here.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
I don't see that called very often. Dead ball encroachment.
Well, all he had to do was break the plane of the line of scrimmage there. I think he jumped a little bit and they caught him.
Okay, they get the 5 yards back. A nice dance through traffic there, high stepping. That was a difficult run right there. Jorlin is agile, powerful, fast.
Looks like they found something in the running game out of their diamond formation out of the shotgun. They got 2 lead backs and a tailback.
Shifty back right there, hard to contain. First down, Tigers on the move. Turn and give. Jorlin. Powers up for 9 or close to another first down just outside the 30.
That was just straight I formation, run right behind number 51, Jeremiah Tui Ila.
So they've rattled off 3 consecutive first downs. Here's the 3rd of 3.
See those big linemen out there getting after it, moving their feet, getting the Titans on their heels.
3:20 to go, late first. Straight ground game. That one shut down, but still about a 3 or 4 yard carry.
Well, they're moving the change, and they've changed the field position on the Titans now in Inderkum's favor.
Well, I don't know if they're looking weary exactly, but that Titan D line has been riddled on those last 6 plays. Not that time.
That was a tough front right there for Antelope, and the D line of Corby Lee, Colby Perkins, and Alpha Baugh came to play on that play.
Yes, they did. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Another look at this defensive containment coming to the near side. He got a hit in the backfield and still spun away and salvaged a little bit there. Tough back. Okay, the big play. They're in probably four down territory, though. 4 wideouts, 2 and 2. Hutman over the middle, a completion, but hit immediately and dropped well shy of a first. That was well covered.
Had a little pressure there, but the running back picked it up, but it made the quarterback get rid of the ball quick.
Take another look.
Looks like one of their tight ends dragging across.
Well, Taylor with the carry, but he was unable to shake loose. So 4th and 5. Play coming in from the sideline. A badly needed first down here, Terry.
Oh yeah, they need to pick up the first down and make sure they keep this game close.
So timeout taken on the field, taken by Inderkum, and we're going to take a time ourselves. Don't wander off. More to come on the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Okay, moment of decision. 4th and 5 for the Tigers. Fake the pitch.
Play.
Oh, my goodness. Wide open to the 10, to the 5. String it. Touchdown, Tigers.
That was a good call. They hadn't shown any misdirection yet. Came with the counter. The lead blocker really didn't even have anyone to block. He scored too.
A 27-yard scamper. Untouched. And it looked relatively easy.
James Taylor on the touchdown.
On for the PAT. Mishra, reliable, steady, but a flag flies.
Dead ball. Encroachment. Defense. Half the distance. On time down still.
That was the right call at the right time on that touchdown.
Yes, it was.
7-6. Tigers trying to tie this up in the final minute 13 of the first. Nice to have you with us this evening for the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Spot boot on the way and got it. Let's take another look at that excellent touchdown run. Misdirection and wide open.
Inside handoff to the wing coming around. A big 59's got. He's looking for somebody. Safety almost made the play.
Okay, stay with us. We'll be right back for more Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
Our son Arjun was born with cystic fibrosis, a rare disease that shortens lives. But there's something you can do to help. Join us as we walk in great strides the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation's National Walk. Every year, thousands of people lace up to raise money and awareness for CF. The CF Foundation has made amazing progress, but we're not done yet. The biggest reason I strive? Because I want Arjun to live a full and happy life. Visit CFF.org and sign up for our Great Strides Walk today. Lace up, walk, cure cystic fibrosis.
Well, Tigers set to kick off in slightly less than 5 minutes. They drive 74 yards in 10 plays to get hit pay dirt. High but short outside the 20. No way in the world. Great downfield coverage on special team by the Tigers.
Yeah, that was great coverage by Inderkum, and make Antelope play on an 80-yard field right here, a little further than that.
1:06 left in the quarter. And we'll see what the Titans have in mind. Thus far, they've only had 7 offensive plays in this entire quarter. But they do have the touchdown. So they dispatched 2 wides to each side and split the backs. Motion by Borders. Nothing doing. Tough Tiger D right there. 4 tacklers just overwhelmed that play. No gain. 2nd and 10. You'll see this defensive containment. Nobody was fooled on this.
No, good job by the Tigers shedding blocks and getting to the ball.
Okay, Bateman halfway over to the furthest receiver outside. They have 3 of them to the right, 2 to the left. Here they come. Over the middle, picked off at the 30-yard line. That was a tremendous interception right there. Kirkpatrick, he's had a tremendous season for the Tigers. That was not a routine interception. He had to go up for that. Danny Kirkpatrick, nice, one-handed.
That was a great drop by Kirkpatrick. Got right to the inside shoulder of the receiver up the seam, and just like he should have, picked it off, made a big play.
Tigers with a tremendous opportunity here to take the lead just outside the 25, but a flag prevents any further play. Kirkpatrick.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Unforced penalties, they add up. That's at least 3 on the Tigers so far in the first quarter. But Kirkpatrick came into the game with 43 tackles, 3 sacks, and a fumble recovery. Now he's got an interception to add to that.
Well, the Tigers had a good play going there. Tramel Miles really got off the ball and was driving the guy back towards the end zone.
Veteran tight end, Miles. So 1st and 15. Turn and give. Sweep left. No containment out there. Johnson finally drives him out of bounds, but they spotted something there. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Right, they're just running power and lead out of the I formation and saying we're bigger than you and we're going to let our running backs run the ball.
And Jordan can run it.
Sure can.
We played one here at Titan Stadium on the campus of Antelope High School. Week 10 of the high school football season. This game is deadlocked at 7. Stay with us. Second quarter coming up.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome aboard. This is Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week with Terry Stark, Rob Bimpson, and the man down there, Rick Stewart. I'm Will James. We've got a good ball game underway, just kind of warming up, you might say. A 7-7 tie as we open second quarter activity.
I look for Inderkum to keep it on the ground right here and see if they can pound it in.
They do. They toss and go wide, but it's diagnosed and shoved back. Yes.
That's great pursuit by the Titans. Probably a loss of a couple yards for sure.
Here's another look for you.
Got the Titans getting off blocks, defensive line pursuing. Loss of 4 yards. Now this changes the Tigers play calling here.
So they lose 4 after the penalty. Let's see what they come up with here. He wants to throw. Hutman to the end zone. Just overthrown. Pretty good coverage too, but receiver had a step or so, but slightly overthrown.
Nice play action pass. They had it set up and just about a foot too far.
Well, Boone Nelson is Hutman's favorite target, a veteran, and full extension.
Just off the fingertips.
So far in tonight's game, Jorlin has run for 62 already. Not much in the passing game, though. 2 for 5 for Hutman for just 8 yards. So it's mainly on the ground.
Wow, 4th and 6, they kept it on the ground.
Are you surprised by that call?
Well, I think, they were getting most of their yards behind their big right guard, Tui Ila and Jacob Palanapa, but that time they got held up. 55 for the Titans did a great job.
Yes, he
stalemating
did.
The tackle.
That hole closed up fast on Jorlin. So the ball goes over. 1st and 10 Antelope. Poor field position, but they do get the stop. So they'll open shop from their 19. Turn and give, right side, turn the corner with a burst down the sideline. Finally shoved out somewhere near midfield. And that was straight heat right there by Trayvon Watson.
Well, that's the second jet sweep they hurt him with to the right.
Speed to burn.
It looks like Antelope's wing or slot is turning that outside backer for Inderkum, and they're just off to the races after that.
28 yards worth. 1st down, good field position outside the 45. Bateman looks and fires a comeback route. Nice sliding catch there. Well done.
That was an excellent route right there, and the quarterback got it low and outside. The receiver came back to it. Only he could catch that ball.
That was the favorite target we spoke of earlier, Cassidy Cole. He came into the game with 10 touchdown receptions. There's another look. Nice job. 2nd and a long 2, looks like. Longer count. Play fake, sideline route. Cole's got it.
I'm really impressed with the quarterback's accuracy on those balls right there.
Okay, well, this is going to be examined and maybe neutralized here. Referee Mark Fagan. It might have been a push off there by the receiver.
Pass interference on the offense. 15 yards, previous spot.
Tough luck, but he got caught that time. So let's take a look and see if we can see the shove. It already happened.
Well, we couldn't see it there, but Cassidy Cole pushed off at some point and got separation.
Major penalty. 2nd and 20. So the Titans go with 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Little confusion in the backfield on this formation. Watson They go end around again, but not this time. That one was not executed as sharply as the first one that went for 28 yards.
No, that time Inderkum's outside linebacker got his hands out, kept his outside shoulder free, forced that ball into the sideline.
So this is a good look at the Tiger
right there,
defense.
See?
Yep.
Got those long arms out, strings it out, and then he let the pursuit catch up to it.
Coach Domino would say, grab and reach, grab and reach. Where's the wrap up? Okay, mix up on the formation. Bateman staying cool, though, letting his teammates get settled. Deep throw. Cole bumped. And there is a yellow flag right there outside the 30-yard line. So those two defenders have locked up twice. Each of them has gotten the call. That's always a tricky kind of situation. Oh, it's not going to be a first down. It's going to come up as a third and, what are they going to call this one here? Mark Fagan.
Pass interference on the defense. 15 yards, previous spot. Third down.
Well, Rob Bempson is on it as usual, our ace statistician and also ace analyst. So they're shy about 3.5 yards. And the officials want to talk this over. Don't know what that could be about, but we're still early here in the second quarter, 8:42. A compelling 7-7 tie with these league rivals. Inderkum, I'm sure, having thoughts of payback on their minds after getting trounced 35-6 last year.
Well, they're really going after number 10 here. He's going to have to really step up and play a good game because we have a height mismatch, but it doesn't mean he won't be able to battle every play.
Cole, 6'4". There it is again. First down yardage. Dropped right at the 40.
Good tackle by Don Baker, number 10.
So they took what they gave them, which was a short hook, enough for the first down.
Well, they knew how far they needed, and they ran a slant right to that spot.
So it's a first down. They call it at the Tiger 39. Nice concerted drive as Titans able to overcome a penalty on offensive pass interference. After the long count, a simple handoff and blast to Borders.
Borders up the middle, pushes the pile.
Well, he runs tough, just like you said, Terry, and he's shown that off now for 2 years. About 5'8", and
looks like an inside trap. Somebody pulled from the left-hand side here, either guard or tackle, and had a good lead block, and the rest of those Titans moving their feet. Good running play.
That was just his fourth carry of the ball game. Not much for a 1,000-yard rusher. He's in for 25 yards on the 4 carries. Open, dropped. Those balls have to be caught.
Have to be caught. Good pass protection. Everything was there for successful play. He's got to catch the ball.
Tough luck. He'll have to shake that one all the way off. Was that Williams? I believe so. Demarion Williams, number 5, excellent wide receiver. He came into the game with 9 catches for 85, but 4 touchdowns out of 9.
Well, he's producing.
Look right. Here's a flush. Bateman keeps and tries to make something of it.
Good hard run at the end, lowered his shoulder, picked up a couple more yards.
Those Tigers wanted that sack, didn't they?
They were right there. Bateman had showed some good speed getting out of there.
Yeah. Okay, so he runs for the first down on a busted play as we reach the 7-minute mark in a rather low scoring but intense ball game right now. Yards have been piled up, but stops have been made and penalties have been sprinkled throughout. Rushed, he throws on the run, picked off on the dead run. Look out. Down the sideline, and tremendous pursuit by the other Titans to shut that down and prevent the score.
Oh, that was a good drop, a great interception.
We do see a penalty marker down. It was after the interception, so that will stand. And we didn't expect to see Simmons, but that was Dexter Simmons with the theft.
With number 24 on.
Yes. So we'll see about the penalty now. But Simmons had some tremendous numbers coming into this game.
During the return, personal foul, blindside block, 15 yards from the spot of foul, first down.
Okay, you heard it from referee Mark Fagan. So up to the line come the Tigers. I do believe that's the second pick that Bateman has thrown tonight. And they call a timeout, so we're going to step back ourselves and come right back for more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
We're at the midway mark of the second quarter here at Antelope High School, week 10 of the regular season for high school football. A 7-7 tie. Rivals of the CVC, Inderkum and White. They just got another turnover, and Dexter Simmons, a defensive tyrant, he came into the game with 32 tackles, 6 sacks, and 3 fumble recoveries, and he just got an interception there. Oh my goodness. The penalties are piling up for the Tigers.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That really takes away from their momentum right there. You have big interception run down the sideline with a 15-yard penalty on top, and you come back with a 5-yard penalty.
They're in for probably at least 6 penalties, maybe more. 7 penalties for 55. Thank you, Mr. Bimson. They run left. You know, he's a tough back. Anybody in this area or any area would love to have Giovanni Jorlin in their backfield.
That time they ran behind their 2 big 300-pounders, Jordan Sloan and Josiah Sharma, number 71 and 72.
They are big. Okay, they get a little bit of that penalty yardage back. Still brings up 2nd and 11. No. That play was jammed up. The blocking was disrupted, and it was no gain.
Well, they ran lead right behind Simmons to the 2-hole, behind Tui Leila. And Simmons got to come with a little more power on the next play.
Here's another look. Tough defensive stand right there by the Titans. Nowhere to go. This has turned into a hard-hitting ground battle. When the ball goes in the air, there's been interceptions. 3 of them so far. 2 thrown by Bateman, 1 by Hutman.
Looks like confusion on Antelope.
Third and 10. Out of the eye. Look left and fire. Intercepted on a deflection. And open, seasoned down the near sideline. Watson. Touchdown Titans, and a flag flies on a late hit in the end zone.
Wow, Watson's pretty fast.
He's very fast.
And I think the clip was on the Inderkum pursuit into the end zone.
And another flag.
So that will, it will probably go on the extra point or the kickoff, if I'm right.
Would you say this competition is heated? It started last season to be very heated, and it has spilled over. And 3 of our game officials are huddled. Two flags were thrown after the touchdown was scored. Boy, oh boy. Well, referee Mark Fagan and company taking time to make this call a correct call. It comes at the 5:11 mark on the flip side of quarter number 2 with a 7-7 tie, not counting the Watson sprint. Let's take another look. Deflection and alertness. Boy, he saw the open daylight and turned it on. Number 5. Oh, I see. Inderkum player shoved number 5 that ran into Watson.
And then there was another flag after that, wasn't there?
Yes, there was. This will be interesting. Thank you, Rob. The second flag was retaliation by the Antelope player who got shoved from behind, Demarion Williams. So let's see. Watson is picking him up and laying him down. A real speed merchant. Well, thank you, Marcus. An even dozen. I think they only allow 11. Here we go.
There are both live ball and dead ball fouls on the play. Illegal participation, 12 men on defense. That's 15 yards from the previous spot.
So that comes back.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul on the defense, and a dead ball, personal foul on the offense, both for unnecessary roughness. Those will offset. It's going to be first down, Inderkum.
My. Well, the TD is neutralized and the points come off the board. It remains a 7-7 tie, and Mike Byerly wants further clarification on that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not happy. We saw the confusion before the play. One player running off. I guess they needed that. They should have had 2 run off.
Well,
there's another momentum changer right there.
Yes, it is. And Hutman's off-target pass, he gets away with it. Okay, so 1st and 10. He wants to throw a checkoff out of the backfield, and he's got a first down out of that.
Putman's pass is complete.
Jorlin.
Trey Watson makes the tackle.
So
it's a good call, good safe play toward your own sideline.
Boy, that was a double momentum swing right there. Okay, so Hutman, that's the most open receiver he's had all night. Okay, first down. Boy, that door slammed in a hurry. That was a tough D-line play right there.
Well, the Titans are up there playing man for man on defense. They got 11 guys in the box. I think that's why Jorlin was able to slip out, because the inside backers have to cover him. He probably got picked off, but it's hard to run against 11 and within 5 yards.
Ooh-wee, that's an understatement. So, short gain, make it 2nd and 8. 4:13 left here in the second quarter. Clock rolling. Still a 7-7 tie. Hutman looking for the end zone. To the corner. Flag thrown. Boy, they might set a record for the number of penalties here in the first half.
Well, Inderkum's got some height there, too, with Tremaine Miles. He's 6'3", 6'4".
Solid veteran player. This game is getting very chippy, Terry.
It sure is.
So the Titans are going to get burnt.
Pass interference on the defense.
Well, referee.
That penalty's 15 yards, half the distance, first down.
They're not ready yet.
It looks like the Titans are catching up in penalties here pretty quick.
Yes. Unsportsmanlike conduct here on a dead ball deal. Antelope still upset about that last flurry. Here's the Mark Fagan again.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. That penalty's half the distance to the goal. Still first down.
Well, just make it a cakewalk. Okay. Deep in the red zone are the Tigers, trying to take the lead after trailing for the majority of this first half. And as you say, Terry, penalties piling up. Hitting the backfield and shoved back.
That looked like Dexter Simmons, their big fullback.
Yep. Well, Borders buttoned that up nicely. He took him on straight up. Simmons was the bigger player here.
Nice tackle by Borders. Got right up underneath his shoulder pads, wrapped up, moved his feet.
And drove him.
Simmons didn't have an answer for it.
Okay. From the 7, second down upcoming. And again stymied there. Well, the Titans are playing hard right now. Certainly upset about that last situation. So Watson coming back in, Cole coming out. And Tupou also coming in for the Titans. They toss. Lots of room out there. Big speed and dropped just shy.
Oh, 51. Ryan Brown shot through with a great tackle. Looked like he was going in.
It looked like he was going in. Okay, 4th and 1. And a timeout called for and taken by the Titans. We'll back off ourselves and encourage you to stay right here with us.
Do you love sports? then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
Well, here we go. It's 4th down. They're right at the doorstep.
Folks, we've got raffle
A yard out.
until halftime.
What's the call, Terry?
I think they're going to run behind Simmons. There you go. And Simmons knocks somebody down there, and looks like they got a first down.
How about that? So they do have the first.
First and goal. Ball at the 1 yard line.
We have another flag on somebody here.
Boy, the penalties are just piling up.
Coach, you want to take advantage of tonight's raffle? Again, they've got prizes tonight are 49ers tickets.
The result of the play is a first down. After the play, dead ball. Unsportsmanlike on the offense. That penalty's 15 yards. First and goal.
Amazing. Amazing. Is there any restraint? Any composure at all? But as we said, this has been brewing now for a while.
Yes, it has, but they need to figure out who's going to settle down here or be a leader on each team and calm their players down and get focused on just playing football now.
Okay. First down, but they got pushed back with the penalty. Short yardage to the 15. Okay, let's take a look at the play calling. We've seen where they've had success, and it's not been through the air.
Their play action pass has got a couple guys open. He's under center now.
A minute and a half left. Inderkum does have a couple timeouts. Throw for the end zone. Broken up. Intercepted in the end zone. Watson has been the star. Remember, he had the interception neutralized, called back on the deflection. He went way up for that.
He sure did. He had to jump with a 6'4" receiver there, and he got every bit as high as him.
That was tremendous, and a key scoring opportunity goes out the window. That was clutch defense.
It sure was.
And the penalty just...
Well, it changed their play calling. They would have been 1 yard away and punched it in, and it backed them up 16 yards.
A minute 26 left in the half. 4 wide receivers out. Bateman rolls out and fires short.
Nice pass again. Low and outside, right where he needs to put that.
Cole with the grab.
Cole runs good routes for a tall receiver at this level. He plants and comes back 2 yards away from where he cut from.
He got out of bounds. Just used 5 seconds on that. A personal foul. Roughing the passer. I cannot imagine what's being said over on that Tiger sideline.
Well, at this point, I just said it before, you can't fall apart. Players need to be quiet and just play hard and don't make penalties, stupid penalties. And it's gone on both sides so far. So they just both need to settle down and play football.
Field position now. Antelope inherits some good stuff. Big blitz. Bateman fires off the hands of an open receiver despite 3 defenders.
Well, he fit that in between coverage there, but if he could have got a little higher and towards the outside a little bit, I think he would have run it down.
One timeout left for Antelope. David Witten, the intended receiver, off his hands. Triple wide to the right this time. Bateman fires on the run, and he's got a hookup out there and out of bounds to stop the clock. Nicely done.
Again, good pass protection. They ran a sprint out. The halfback chipped the outside backer, gave the quarterback time to throw it, and threw it outside with the receiver coming downhill.
Excellent execution that time. Demarion Williams, we spoke of him earlier. 4 touchdown receptions on just 10 catches. First down from the 39. Big blitz. Nice job rolling away from that by Bateman, and he's out of bounds. Presence of mind to kill off the clock. That reverse spin got him off the hook.
Bateman's got quick feet. That saved a big sack right there. Got it back to the line of scrimmage, I think, or close to it.
Okay, so it's reduced to a 2-yard loss, make it 2nd and 12. And they move the backfield around now. At time out. And a penalty. Well, you could say, Terry, this game has been out of order for the most part. Another penalty walk-off, -5.
That's got to be at least 15 or more penalties.
15 or more, yes.
Between the two of them.
And a lot of dead ball penalties.
Well, they're both real anxious. This is a big game for both teams.
.50 seconds remaining in the half. They try to go to Borders.
Yeah, they tried to run a quick screen out there, but the quarterback couldn't get it to him. Bateman's pass was too low.
Okay, so he's to the sideline to get instruction. I wonder which one Mike Byerly's going to pull out of his bag of tricks. He does have gadgets. .49 seconds left. This crowd has really been strung out with all the momentum shifts, penalties, blown opportunities, and just 2 scoring plays, 1 for each side, 7-7 tie.
3rd and long, I'd look for something deep on the corners or up the seams, inside that 3 deep.
Short drop, deep over the middle, like you said. Whoa! Touchdown, Titans. How about that? A catch with 2 defenders right there.
Well, he hit the
Demarion
post
Williams.
right between the corner and the safety, up the seam.
A 46-yard aerial connection, Bateman to Williams. 5 TD receptions on just 11 catches.
Wow. We got to get that guy the ball.
That was a pinpoint strike.
Nice pass.
They worked hard for that. Okay, on for the PAT. I don't know. Got it! How about that? 14-7 on a go-ahead tee. Through the air. Stay with us. We're coming back.
Hola, soy Isabela Gómez ayudando a Smokey Bear porque él tiene mucho más que decir que solo...
Solo tú puedes prevenir incendios forestales.
Si estás afuera disfrutando de una barbacoa después de una larga caminata, asegúrate de no tirar tus brasas o cenizas calientes al suelo, porque podría provocar un incendio forestal. Toma en serio la prevención de incendios forestales y salvemos el mundo un día a la vez. Juntos con Smokey Bear podemos hacerlo. Ve a smokeybear.com para obtener más información.
Well, that's about as abruptly as you can turn around momentum. The Tigers were at the goal line, a yard out. 47 seconds later, Williams is in the end zone for the Titans and a touchdown.
Wow. 6 plays and several penalties in between.
A bounding kickoff fielded at the 20 and a return to the 30.
Nice tackle by
Good gang tackle by Antelope.
It was a gang. Well, they're fired up now. And this game, I believe, will continue to be highly flammable.
Well, this is tricky right here for Inderkum. Do you try to get a big play right here, or do you just run the ball and settle on it and go into halftime? If they put it in the air, there's always a chance for an interception.
Yeah, I don't know, I won't call it, but they can't afford to get burnt here for something. They want to throw. Hutman, sideline route. Clock stops with 28 seconds.
Nice pass. Picked up about 9, got out of bounds.
Now Boone Nelson, big target out there, so they get 9 out of it. Are we going to see the deep ball, Terry?
Well, I think at some point here, now that they're out close to midfield, they'll probably take a shot at some point.
They fled 4 receivers. There's the deep sideline shot. Overthrown. One-on-one coverage. They aired it out.
Yep, good coverage. They had a shot.
And they're probably going to take another one. And could get the pass interference call, too. Still a yard to go. 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. Football just about lying square on the 40-yard line. This has been a wild first half, Terry.
Sure has. Well, they need to make sure they get a first down here, too, if they want to have a play after this one.
22 seconds left. Wants to throw and gets flushed out of there. Looking for somebody. And has a sideline reception and a missed tackle and a sideline run. Touchdown, Tigers, but a flag flies.
Pass is complete. Going to be an Inderkum touchdown.
We've seen that before.
Flags everywhere again.
Defenders collided on that. They were befuddled. And it turns out to be a touchdown of 60 yards through the air.
Now this penalty is probably unsportsmanlike, which is going to put the extra point back 15 yards. So
Mark Fagan has been a busy referee this evening, as have his colleagues from the NCOA. But they've got it right so far.
Yes, they have.
They've called an excellent game. Boy, this...
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike, on the offense for taunting. And dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the defense. Took off his helmet and slammed it. Those will offset as far as yardage. Tries an untimed down from the 3.
Oh, boy.
And those are expensive helmets, too. So there's 2 more penalties with...
Well, I know when they're all added up, we'll have the correct total. But this has really been a wild one. So, on for the apparent extra point. There's the whistle. Mishra to kick. Blocked! Let's take a look at that touchdown again. Nearly sacked. Busted play. Down the sideline, all alone. And what have we got here? So the block, what was the final call there? But it was Christian Harris with the touchdown reception, coach's son. And now here's referee Mark Fagan with the explanation. So the scoreboard hasn't changed, still 14-13. However, apparently a penalty on the Titans on the PAT try. But, well, Inderkum wants a full explanation, and Reggie Harris is going to have his say with Mark Fagan to no avail. And the Tigers will kick off with 9.5 left on the clock. A wild one here at Antelope High School, Week 10. And there's the coaching contingent for the host Titans. I don't think either side is real pleased right now. Short kickoff to the sideline, and that will leave the clock with 8 seconds. And boy, would I like to hear what goes on in the locker rooms at halftime.
Well, I think right now you just knee it down and go in and talk about all the mental mistakes that are happening for each team. I expect them to knee it down here and go in and try to fix some of these problems.
Well, they're all packed in tight. And there's the kneel. And this half has come, this bizarre half, certainly keeping the crowd's attention, but many, many strange twists and turns. And a 14-13 lead for host Antelope on senior night. And Rick Stewart will be chasing down head coach Mike Byerly, and we'll get a word from the Titans head coach and get his impressions of this crazy half, which I doubt was satisfactory for Coach Byerly. But 1 point now. The botched PAT separates these two squads.
Well, I think both the coaches are going to be pretty optimistic that they're both in this game, because it could be, without all these big plays going back and forth, it could be a 2-touchdown lead.
Okay, turn our attention to Rick Stewart standing by with Coach Byerly. Rick?
Thanks, Will. Coach Byerly, what did you see in the first half? What did your team tell you?
The team's telling me that we're doing a great job on defense right now. We had one mistake. We need to get our offense rolling. We have some ideas of how we're going to handle things in the second half. We made some mistakes. Some of that's on me, and some of it's on kids just not making plays, and I'm sure they're going to change things in the second half.
Refreshing to hear you say that, but what's the key thing you need to tell your team?
Keep your head on straight, calm down, play our game. There's always a lot of emotion at the beginning of a game like this. It's a rivalry game. We have friends on both sides of this game, so we want to do well. So I'm just going to tell the kids to keep their head about them right now and come out and play a good, solid football game.
Well, nice touchdown late in the game. Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Will, we'll send it back up to you.
Thank you, Rick Stewart. Well, a nice rundown there by Coach Byerly. Usually coaches are not too talkative at that point in time, but he laid it out nice for us, and we are at the half. Antelope High on top, 14-13 over Inderkum. Stay with us because we're coming back.
To Sofia and Gabriel, mis flores, my little flowers. Even though these old knees can't follow on your adventure to the forest today, these flowers represent my love, so you can take me with you wherever you go, near or far. These stitches and threads join us together. Me, your mother, and both of you. And wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
We have had a wild first half here at Antelope High School in Week 10 of the high school football season. 2 league rivals out of the Capital Valley Conference. And it's 14-13 right now. Antelope in a very high-spirited first half, Terry Stark, that we saw a zillion penalties.
Well, both teams are trying really hard. You know, Antelope wants to go undefeated, win the league championship. Inderkum's fighting for their lives to beat the top team in their league and go to the playoffs. But the kids really need to listen to the coaches at halftime and settle down. The team that settles down and focuses the most will probably end up pulling this game out.
Well, Coach Byerly looked like he was calm there when speaking with Rick Stewart. Don't know what'll be the tone in that Inderkum locker room, but both clubs have firepower, different types. The pass for the touchdown at the end was pretty much a fluke. So I give Bateman and the Titans a definite edge in the passing game. So we'll see what the play calling looks like, but in the second half. Right now, though, let's examine the weekly rankings compiled by the Imperator, Domino's Dozen, and, you know, things, Terry, haven't changed all that much in that first 6. It has been Sierra Foothill League dominated since day one.
Well, the Sierra Foothill League, they're the class of Sacramento, and they have been for a while. So you probably see all of them right there.
I'm very impressed by T.J. Ewing and the Monterey Trail Mustangs wedging up into that to the number 2 spot after getting trounced a couple times early in the season by Folsom, by De La Salle. But here they are in the number 2. That team plays hard.
Well, that's what TJ does. He goes out and plays the best and knows it's going to make his team harder towards the end of the year, and then he gets through league, and he's already faced most of the top teams around.
So we see 1 through 6 there. Placer, exemplary under Joey. They've won 3 games in the final 30 seconds, and Montoya's done a tremendous job there. Elk Grove, we saw them take out Jesuit last week. Joe Catolico at Granite Bay. Vista, excellent. Sheldon and Casa round out the dozen. Now, in the red zone, vying for that upper tier with the Imperator, you see Christian Brothers Grant, but Antelope at 15, Inderkum at 18. That's
just about what we're seeing right now.
It is. And Roseville, tough as nails, they just beat Inderkum last week. CBC is representing very well. West Park, a surprise for a new ball club, doing very well. Dixon and Laguna. And then we've got the Bubble. And the final 5 there are representative. We've seen Natomas. We saw Wood Creek earlier against this same Inderkum team. Rosemont and Lincoln, and Liberty at 21. They've always got a good ball club. So there is Domino's dozen plus the red zone and the bubble for a top 25, and probably expertly placed in all 25 of those positions. It's going to be very interesting to see how the seating committee shakes out starting tomorrow. Teams and athletic directors lobbying for their squad to get a better seating. That's always an adventure.
Right, it is, and you're always you're waiting in front of your computer for them to start their show, and then right away, once you find out you're playing, you're hunting down video from every coach you can, and you're calling the coach you're going to play against, and you exchange. I don't know how many they're exchanging now. I think it used to be 4.
4 games.
And the fun starts, and you're at work Sunday, all day Sunday night, and going on Monday.
Now on the film exchange between the opposing coaches, how is that determined? Is it the giver who selects them, or is it specified by conference or division or random?
I believe unless it's changed, you get to pick the games you want to see. And then you usually take a couple of the last ones, but the matchups down the road is something that you'd like to get also. For instance, if you're going to play, if you think you're going to win and you're going to have somebody they played previously, you want to grab that video too.
Well, lots of color and pageantry here this evening on senior night, and an award-winning band out there with 57 members treating this crowd lavishly. Stay with us. We're coming back for more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ever hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. it's a lie. But as a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans,
real-world experience.
It's a story that rings true. We make excuses for how we feel. We push everything down. We tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. And some days, maybe, it is. But you've never been interested in easy. Reaching out is hard. Do it anyway. You're not alone. You've got this. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Well, lots of entertainment out on the field with this marching band and the baton twirlers here, but the real drama lies in that score you just saw. 14-13, Antelope by 1 over Inderkum at the break. And this is an important ball game to win for both teams, and we've seen some heavy drama out there, and we lost count of the penalties that were thrown, Terry.
Oh, way too many penalties. But the difference right now is the blocked kick by Antelope. 1 point lead's a 1 point lead. You can still win with that. So all those little things add up.
Let's take a look at first half stats compiled by Rob Bimson, expertly done. And the rundown from the top.
Okay, rushing yards you got for Inderkum, you got 78, Antelope 72.
Does that surprise you that it's so even?
Well, I thought Inderkum would probably have more than that, but passing yards, 90 for Inderkum, 118 for Antelope, just what you thought. Leading there. And total offense is pretty close, 168 Inderkum to 190 Antelope. First down, 6-8. And then
there's the 15 penalties you were calling for.
15 penalties.
Look at the yardage attached to those. Those are drive busters.
So right here, looks like whoever eliminates the penalties and the turnovers will have a good shot to win this thing.
Now, we spoke a lot about field position, but look at that time of possession. Nearly doubled for Inderkum. And I don't know what to make of that other than they were churning out first downs, but half of those came by way of penalty.
Right. Well, Inderkum ran the ball a lot more, so their time of possession it shows there. And then Antelope had a couple quick strikes for touchdowns in the passing game, so that eliminates plays. So I think that's why you have the difference there.
Wow, a hard-fought first half with tempers flaring. Quick trigger. And the coaches, I'm quite sure, are making a concerted effort in the clubhouse right now to do away with that. They've both been shooting themselves in the foot with unforced penalties and unsportsmanlike losing composure penalties.
Right. This is when you talk to your seniors and you talk about all the years they've been in your program and say, we don't play like this. What's got into your guys' heads? Where do you want to be when the game's over? You want to have a chance to win this game. And you need to eliminate those things.
Those are good character checks right there, what you just said, Terry. You're calling them to be accountable. And what do you want to have happen here? The outcome of this ball game. Do you want it to be decided on your silly penalty? So I think the hitting will be just as hard, if not more, but control will be better. And we shall see. It won't take long, so stay with us. We're going to step back for a moment and return for more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego. I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
To Sofia and Gabriel, mis flores, my little flowers. Even though these old knees can't follow on your adventure to the forest today, these flowers represent my love, so you can take me with you wherever you go, near or far. These stitches and threads join us together. Me, your mother, and both of you. And wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome aboard. We're very nice to have you with us this evening for the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. And it has been a doozy so far throughout the first half. Many, many exciting and debatable plays in the first half, Terry Stark. And I don't think that's going to change much in the second half.
No, I don't think so. One thing we haven't seen is a fumble. I think, unless I'm wrong, I think every turnover has been an interception. So they're going for it on both sides. But, again, those penalties is the difference makers.
I have a feeling that the competition in the Capital Valley Conference is up the last couple of seasons with the reemergence of Roseville as a tough power in that conference. Wood Creek continues to show, and sleeper teams like Yuba City, which knocked off Inderkum at Inderkum this year, you can't drop your guard on any of those. Bella Vista, River Valley have to revamp, but that top group is tough enough. And it's a surprise every week. You can't play them short.
It's a very even league now between the top 5 schools. Anyone can beat anyone right there. And you're seeing it tonight. You're seeing 1 against 3, and it's a 1-point game. I think every team up there has played a game within a touchdown or two.
And with thrilling squeakers at the end. I mean, Antelope, Roseville, and Inderkum have all had decisions, more than one, of games decided in the final 30 seconds. So the suspense is there. And it's nice to see that balance off like that, where that top 5 is, 3 of them are going to make the playoffs for sure. And I wouldn't want to play any of them.
No, and it's a competitive league, so every game you go through is like a playoff game. So they're hardened by the time it comes around playoff time. They've been in big games, and this is like a playoff game right here. So and they're going to learn from it. The winner and the loser is going to learn from it what not to do and what to do to get to the next level.
Now, since we are so close to the playoffs, which open a week from tonight, to what measure can a given team or athletic director, can they lobby for their squad in terms of seating position when the committee meets to determine all that?
I think a lot of that goes on. I've never been in the meetings down there at the CIF, but there's a lot of lobbying going on. They compare head-to-heads, strength of schedule. I know the CIF, it seems in the last few years, they like to match up regional games as much as they can, and that might help a team. But,
Well, that will be interesting when it unfolds. I'll be watching to see who gets seated where, but there's a shot on the visiting side here at Titan Stadium, and frankly, I'm rather surprised that the fanfare for the Tigers is so meager this evening.
I don't know why they're not here. Their team's in a fight for their life, a playoff shot. You'd think they'd have a better following than that.
Well, certainly I can't say the same for the home side here on senior night, as they went for the blackout with most of the people dressed in all black and getting an extra sensation out of that. But you can see here the crowd support for the host Titans. It's been terrific, and we always enjoy coming to this stadium. It's a terrific venue, and the illumination on these lights is fantastic.
It's a great football atmosphere tonight. They've done a good job with their band, cheer, dance, senior night. The organization's great. They did a good job here tonight.
Well, and we see the Tigers and the Titans coming back out onto the field. Boy, I imagine there was some scathing remarks delivered by members of the coaching staffs. But still, as you said, keep calm, regroup, stick to the game plan, and rely on your coaches.
Yeah, I really don't see the game plans changing that much. They were both successful with what they did. Just stick to it, cut out the penalties and the turnovers, move the ball, and then the best team should win.
15 penalties in that first half for, what was it, a little over 150 yards? That's a lot of yardage, Terry, to give away. And we'll see what happens. Let's join Rick Stewart on the sideline. Rick?
All righty, thanks, Will. Coach Harris here. Tell me what you saw in the first half, first of all.
I saw great football.
Yeah.
And, both programs are disciplined and they're playing their best.
Okay, what did you tell your team they had to accomplish in the second half?
Take care of the small things and be fundamentally sound.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Thanks for being with us. All right, Will, Terry, send it back up to you.
Thanks, Rick. Well, he said great football and disciplined, although he didn't see it in the first half.
Well, he's probably happy with their effort, their physical effort. I think the mental part on both teams needs to come around the second half.
Yeah, I would certainly hate to see more discipline and another 15 penalties. But I think things are going to smooth out here. Both teams have had the intermission to think about their lack of composure and poise. I believe you're right. It's going to be a well-played first or second half. And I think the crowd will love it. So both clubs back out onto the field. Inderkum will kick off to open the second half of play. 14-13, Antelope on top. A missed PAT. The difference. Borders deep to receive. He's stationed inside the 5, along with one other Titan and two others out at the 15-yard line for the square formation. So here we are. A ducked kickoff that's going out of bounds to start the second half.
Well, they can either make them kick that over or take it on the 35, I believe.
Well, I think we were talking about field position. 35 is not bad. That's a bonus. I would have to consider that a mistake.
Yes, it is. Well, with Inderkum speed on their kickoff team, they can get down there and get you inside the 20-yard line just about any time. Well, let's see if Borders gets a few more carries this quarter.
Well, he was limited to 5 in that entire first half. Let's take a look here as they open shop at the 35. Triple wides to the near side. They blitz and overwhelm the running lane. They were looking for that, and Borders got his number called right off the bat. I guess they were anticipating that.
Yeah.
Tough D.
And they blitzed right into it. Good call by Coach Harris' defense.
No gain, 2nd and 10. No huddle. The spread formation has been on fire lately, but not tonight. They do have a couple long aerial connections for touchdowns, but inconsistency as well. Bateman again. He's got Cole on a tough grab with a defender right on his back.
That's a beautiful pass. I'm real impressed with his feet and his accuracy. He led that receiver to the open spot.
Good concentration on the reception. Did not hear the footsteps. Good for 22 yards on this hookup. As we'll take a look, as Terry said, a pinpoint strike and concentration by the receiver. Timeout taken here early at the 11:11 mark. And we'll step aside and come right back to you.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
First and 10. Straight ahead. Borders pushes people back and makes the 35.
That was a big 8-yard run right there. Good forward lean, moving his feet, working hard.
So they connect with Cassidy Cole for the pass play, and then Borders gets another carry and makes it pay off. Gain of about 6. 2nd down upcoming. Bateman to throw, left sideline. Watson, touchdown Titans. Wow. 3 defenders there. The ball slightly underthrown. He had to reach back and maintain concentration.
That's your quick strike offense right there. You're right, that ball was a little underthrown. That's a heck of a play by Cassidy Cole.
Was that Cole?
Yes.
Okay, my bad, but his good. He's their top receiver. Came into the game with 28 catches for 717, averaging 25.6 PAT on the way.
And a block kick.
Blocked.
Block kick.
Okay, let's take a look.
Watch Cole for a tall guy. It's hard to, when you're moving that fast, to reach down and grab those low balls, but he hauled it in.
Okay, we'll be right back for more.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
Three touchdown passes for Bateman, 25, 26, and 27.
Well, going in, it was pass game against run game, we thought, and so far it's playing out that way.
20-13. Both teams have failed on a PAT attempt. Margin is 7. Kickoff upcoming. A line drive, a low liner. Picked up near the 10. To the outside, speed, 40. Foot race. He's going to go. Wow. That didn't take long. 90 yards. 90 yards as fast as you can do it. A bullet.
Number 4.
Okay, another look. No outside containment. Well, there he just outran 8 guys around the corner. My.
Well, Antelope's whole defense collapsed inside. He bounced it outside, and there was nobody left.
Okay, Mishriff on for the PAT, trying to tie it. It's wild and woolly as we thought in the opening minute and a half. Spot boot on the way and got it at 10:20. Early third, 2020. We'll be right back.
Hola, soy Isabela Gómez ayudando a Smokey Bear porque él tiene mucho más que decir que solo...
Solo tú puedes prevenir incendios forestales.
Si estás afuera disfrutando de una barbacoa después de una larga caminata, asegúrate de no tirar tus brasas o cenizas calientes al suelo, porque podría provocar un incendio forestal. Toma en serio la prevención de incendios forestales y salvemos el mundo un día a la vez. Juntos con Smokey Bear podemos hacerlo. Ve a smokeybear.com para obtener más información.
Well, what we hoped would cease has continued. Referee Mark Fagan. There you see Coach Harris. A penalty, unsportsmanlike, after the kickoff return for a touchdown turned in by James Taylor.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Titans.
Well, now that puts Inderkum in a great situation where they're going to move up 15 yards to kick the ball. They could probably put it in the end zone or get the Titans down there inside their 10, 15-yard line. Momentum has changed again.
It certainly has. It's one thing for players to be bickering with opponents, but not among themselves. A penalty-dominated game, surpassed only by sheer intensity, but unbridled.
But the unsportsmanlike have all been, I believe, with their mouths and motions and gestures. It hasn't been from illegal hits or anything like that.
Okay, the kickoff. Pooch, who wants it? That is contained and shut down near the 20.
Lamar Johnson handles the Pooch kick.
So Lamar Johnson
Titans are going to take over deep in their own territory.
handles it, but average field position upcoming now for the Titans, who have been riding a roller coaster all night. They take the lead. They were up 1, went to 7 on the long TD reception. Watson in the ensuing kickoff, 90 yards.
Right. Well, great back and forth game. The emotions are high, and every time you think you have it going your way, it changes on you in a few seconds.
Big plays have been the highlight as far as the scoring is concerned. They blitz. Borders spins away, but cannot get away from 3 men.
Well, Inderkum's also getting a good push up front by nose guard Sharma. He's controlling that center right now, not allowing Borders much room to cut back.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12, and you'll see here how they jammed that. Nowhere to go.
Good job by Christian Harris also.
Okay, up to the line. The spread offense showing 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. They look to blitz. Quick shot. Bateman, one-on-one, a nice juke move, and a first down. Well done.
Well, good route by the Titans. They had a short comeback and just the right call against a blitz because the quarterback's just catch and throw at that point.
Well, the same fella who had the TD reception to Marion Williams with that grab, and then the yardage after the catch is what did it. First down, Titans. They run it, but not too far. That was all second effort there. They get 3 out of it, maybe 4. Borders is getting some touches now, but no daylight to run to.
Right, Inderkum's getting a lot of penetration inside.
That was still a 4-yard run. Tough to bring down. Second down for the Titans. Bateman looks like he's changing the play. Fake, look, throw, sideline route for Cole. Another leaping grab, but a penalty marker thrown.
Wow. I could see Josiah Bateman take a look out there when Adon came up in pressure defense right up in his face. They checked to a fade right away, and they hit it.
Face mask.
Pass interference on the defense. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is a first down.
You know, Cole is impressing me with the difficulty of his catches. That one's a 27-yard gain. He goes up and gets it. He's doing an R.C. Owens kind of thing.
He sure is, and he's athletic for a tall guy, too. He can move.
So, Titans on the move. Tie game, 20-20, still early here in the third. Throw deep. He's got Watson again.
Wow.
Touchdown, Titans. Oh, my goodness. Ho, 37 yards. Hard to believe. One-on coverage, and he beat it flat.
Well, Inderkum's running that man-for-man coverage on the corners, and any deep ball you throw against that's a 50-50 ball.
Looky here. Over the top. Watson has had at least 6 terrific plays tonight. Boy, he beat that flat. Whew-wee. PAT, no good. 26-20 at the 8:14. Let's take another look here at that aerial connection. 4 of them from Bateman tonight.
Right. Well, Bateman does a great job hanging in there. He had an Inderkum defender right in his face when he released that ball. He had his eyes down the field the whole time and didn't see the defense coming at him.
We'll be right back.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Okay, a correction in store here. They take the timeout, now go for 2 to try to salvage on the earlier missed PAT. I misinterpreted the official's arm signal there. This is a huge play. They blitz into the end zone. A flag in the end zone, and now another. Oh, my goodness. Mark Fagan will remember this game for a long time. Here he is.
Yeah. Pass interference. on the defense. That penalty's half the distance for the try. One more on time down.
My word.
Well, the penalties haven't slowed down.
No, they have not. Neither has Trayvon Watson and Bateman, for that matter. Step up and boot. Got it. At 8:14, third quarter, the Titans have made up. Lead at 27-20. Stay with us.
Scene 103, take one.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm going to respond to it?
I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
I hug you.
Yeah. If it made you feel that way, bro, I would probably do. I love you. I love you too.
Okay, this has been an up and down roller coaster type ball game, and we have seen some superlative individual performances as the Titans are set to kick off, holding a 27-20 lead here at 8:14 of the third.
Well, let's see if they kick it to number 4, Taylor, again. They did.
Yes, they did. And he takes it at about the 4-yard line. Straight down the middle, spun around, stays on his feet, and finally gets gang tackled shy of the 40. Good run back. In terms of consistency, Bateman and Trayvon Watson have connected on 3 touchdowns of 32, 35, and 37.
Wow, they do have a big play offense, and they're hard. It's hard to defend. You know, not only one receiver, they've got two great receivers, and then they have those other guys in the slots. Corbin in the backfield, it's an explosive offense.
It is. 5 plays, 80 yards, and 206. Nice power up the middle. Across there near the 45. It looks like about a 6 or 7 yard pickup as we near midway third. 7:50 to go. They park it at the 45. In the middle of that defensive line got busted up that time.
Yeah, I formation running right behind Simmons. He's a big guy, brings a load.
Second down, Tigers fake the toss, hand off, and nicely done on the defensive drag down.
That was that early counter they scored on in, I believe, the first quarter.
Witten with part of that tackle.
Taylor's limping off a little bit, number 4.
So it brings up a 3rd and 1. Yes, he was injured again on that play. Up the middle, good power, first down and plenty more into Antelope territory to the Titan 47.
Well, they're moving the chains with the power running game. They're running behind Simmons, and Jorland's picking up good yardage. The offensive line's getting off the ball.
This crowd has been entertained. Longer count this time. He wants to throw. Hutman is going to step up and run it and make the sideline near the first down marker. Penalty marker down.
Holding against the Tigers.
Okay, holding. Rack him up. Another penalty. 8 ball.
That's a big play taken away from him right there.
was. Let's take another look. He recognized it immediately. He saw the daylight. So they move him back to the 42-yard line. First down. He's going to unload. Overthrows an open receiver.
He had him open.
He did. Kind of like, if you can do that, we can too. But
now they're in a 2nd and 20, and do they have to keep passing now at this point to pick up the first down? Because the run game's been their strength.
We haven't really seen them throw out to a running back out of the backfield. Okay, 2nd down and a mile. Max protect. Overthrown by a wide margin. Incomplete. He was going for Christian Harris, who had the sideline catch in the touchdown earlier in the ball game. So that's going to take him to a 3rd and 21. Four receivers out this time. The deep throw. Incomplete. The receiver fell down.
Looks like their feet got tangled up. Antelope staying in man coverage, and they're coming after him with pressure. They're forcing quick throws.
Yes, they are. So, now 4th. Antelope certainly would like to get a stop here and tack on some insurance. So Antelope looks like Tigers are gonna punt. They don't do that very often. I know punting was not your favorite thing, Terry.
No, we didn't like to punt. If you're punting a lot, you're probably not moving the ball that much. Now they're at midfield, but they have 20 yards to go, so I wouldn't look for a fake here.
Watson, solo safety. Triple protect. Nice high punt, good hang time, and a fair catch. Nicely done at the 25. So, a defensive stop. And we'll see what Bateman and company can do after that 33-yard punt.
Nice fair catch by Watson, because if those balls hit, they usually average about 12 more yards with a roll. So he saved his team a good 12 yards there.
Well, Coach Harris going back to the drawing board in his playbook. Might be thinking he could have called some different plays in that last series. But Mike Byerly and his staff are feeling a lot better about things right now.
Inderkum's come back to a 4-man front on defense. Now they're playing off the wide receivers.
They want a blitz, and it's a sweep. Near side, and a penalty marker out. Boy, flag happy. Williams with the carry.
That's usually a hold on by one of the slot receivers on the flank over here, or a wide out.
Mark Fagan's going to need to go on vacation after this game.
He's going to have a sore arm.
Okay, consensus says a hold. I like Mark, though. This crew has been on it.
Holding. on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of foul. Still first down.
Well, they're going to be shoved back into a 1st and 20.
Yeah, if Inderkum can hold them down here, now they'll flip the field on Antelope and have a shot on a short field.
Antelope's been penalized 8 times for 84. 84. Inderkum may have surpassed that. Longer count.
Coming after him.
No, nowhere, no how, but great valiant effort. Too many defenders.
Nowhere to run. At that 4-man front, and they're blitzing 2 more. He's running into 6 guys.
Well, Borders is also an excellent receiver, and he's got the numbers to prove that. So they're looking for him on the run play. In the receiving department, he's caught 13 for 227, averaging 17.5 and a pair of touchdowns.
It's a great night so far.
Running the ball tonight, just 9 carries, 31 yards. A hitch near side, well shy of a first. But
good pursuit by Inderkum.
So they get about negligible yardage. They need a lot more on 3rd and 18 here. That's a big defensive line right there. Boy, they're coming strong now. He's flushed, throws on the run to the sideline.
Oh, almost.
Nearly picked. But a penalty marker down as they were chasing Bateman. They've yet to register a sack that I remember.
No, Bateman's got away from everything.
Mark Fagan.
But they're getting after him.
Blocking the back. On the offense. Penalties decline. 4th down.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Here's your flip field right here.
Yes, it is. Okay, punt formation from near the goal line. Let's take a look here. Blocking the back. All right. High snap. Nearly blocked. High but short, but taking an Antelope bounce, and they get the roll nearly to midfield. That could have been a lot worse. 32 yards on that, probably, you say, 12 or 15 on the bounce.
Right. I don't think the play calling is going to change. I expect Inderkum to keep the ball on the ground, run behind that big line, and try to be penalty-free and put one in the end zone here.
Either team showing signs of fatigue?
I haven't seen it yet. So there's still a good effort out there. They're really running around and hustling.
First down, Tigers. Hutman, boom! Well, that was covered up nicely. And Jorlin wondering what fell on him.
Good call, but you didn't fool number 9, Makai DeBose Kane.
Yes, he's one of the Titans' top defenders. Another look at that rapid recovery to shut that down. Hello. Gain of half a yard, 2nd and nearly 10. Whistles are going to halt play. Penalty marker thrown.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. 5 yards. Still 2nd down.
Are those the types that give coaches ulcers?
Oh, they keep shooting themselves in the foot right here. Every time they get momentum, they're moving backwards.
12 penalties, 103 yards on Inderkum. They are piling up. Hard pressure. He checks off, and they get a 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good job by Antelope. You know, they're in man-for-man on defense, and that was Border's man right there. They swung him out on a quick pass, and he trailed him right there and made the tackle one-on-one. That's a good play.
They're tired out there, but so far have been able to suck it up. Another look.
Oh, that was number 9. That was Makai Dubose Kane again. Made more sense because he's the inside linebacker.
Yeah. Okay, stoppage here. What's this, an equipment problem? All right, start the clock. Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate that. Okay, they're going to take a break, so will we, but we'll come back, rest assured.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
$2:45 left here in a rapidly played third quarter. A quarter in which Trayvon Watson had his third touchdown reception to provide the 7-point lead that Antelope now enjoys. And
we're look for a fake punt right here. If not, they're going to play field position and kick it all the way down there.
Gets it off. And it's going to take a completely Inderkum bounce to the 1-foot line.
So they decided to punt it and play defense.
So far in the third quarter, we see the 44-yard punt. In this quarter, Inderkum has managed the colossal total of 7 plays for 19 yards.
They got to find a way to move the ball, especially if Antelope gets something done in this drive, because they're going to have to match scores with Antelope. Now, if you're Inderkum, you need to keep it right down here.
So they open from the 6-yard line, the danger zone. Quick throw. He got it. They get, a few yards to Cassidy Cole.
It's a nice tackle by Adon.
So they pick up 5, make it 2nd and 5. Well, they could go with anything here on 2nd and 5.
Inderkum's got a 4-man front. They're not blitzing.
Stop and go. It wasn't open, so he's scrambling out of there. Hard shot delivered over there, but he pops up. Okay. Picks up 1 or 2 there. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3.
Looks like they're going to have to keep throwing. They're really struggling running the ball, even though Borders runs really hard. Great back. There's not a lot of running lanes.
Uh-oh. Overthrown, going for Cole. That was a dangerous pass across the width of the field. 4th down.
Well, here's your punt for Antelope, and Inderkum's going to have good field position again. Now they need to stay away from penalties and put a good drive together.
Well, Tupou is out there. Stationed at the goal line. This is where your snapper needs to be accurate. They fake it and get outside, and it looks like first down yardage.
Wow. That takes some guts right there. They snapped it to Borders, Karan Borders. He must have been the up back.
Well, that's
a great call right there,
Mike
Coach.
Byerly pulled the plug, man. He pulled the string right there. And Inderkum has got to feel burnt right now. They had a tremendous opportunity right there. Where's the containment?
I don't know. They were going after the kick and got hooked.
Okay, first down. He's going upstairs again.
Oh.
That
Confusion.
was, yes, 2 defensive backs collide.
Confusion on that route because he didn't throw the route the receiver was running.
No.
That would have been an interception if he didn't get hit by his own guy.
Yes. Edon Baker limps off. Not so fortunate, however, is his teammate.
Is that Harris?
Boy, that was a violent collision. Let's take another look, Terry.
There you go.
It
yeah,
is
that
Harris.
was Christian Harris. He's a tough kid. He'll get right back up.
That was a low shot right there, and Harris got the worst of it.
He sure did. He was going for the ball, too.
Helmet collision. That might be a protocol type situation there.
Yeah, he's probably going to be taken out of the game.
That was a head injury. Another look from our expert camera operators, ground level, slow-mo, boom. Yeah, that was a head and neck recoil. That didn't work.
I don't know. Did they snap that to the quarterback?
I don't know. I do not know.
That looks like number 10.
Mm-hmm. Backup quarterback, Sage Vignoli. I wonder what. 3rd and 13. Final 15 seconds of the quarter. Bateman over the middle. Right on the money between 2 defenders. Watson
again. What a great pass by Bateman. Set his feet, led him to the spot again, the open spot in the defense.
Another look at that precision, 23 yards on the hookup. That secondary's been riddled.
Right. You know, Bateman has his eyes downfield. He doesn't see that rush. That's a great job by the quarterback.
Third quarter's expired. 27-20 Antelope. Stay with us. We'll be back for fourth quarter drama shortly.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, I must say, despite the countless penalties that have had an impact on this game, there have been many, many exciting plays, and these teams are leaving it all out on the field tonight, Terry.
They sure are. That receiver core for Antelope, I'm really impressed. They've got a couple college football players there.
Yes, they do. Okay. They changed sides. 1st and 10, Titans. Well, he just unloaded that one.
He had pressure, but it still looked like he thought the receiver was going to run a different route.
You were so right about the receiving core for Antelope. Watson, Cole, and Williams have combined for 11 catches, 4 touchdowns, and better than 200 yards receiving.
Wow, that's a good night right there so far. And we're still not close to the end.
Borders trying to shake away and cannot. Hitting the backfield and dropped for about a 3-yard loss.
That defensive line of Tui, Ila, Simmons, Sharma, and Miles are really getting after Antelope.
Okay, let's see the pass pressure. There's a penalty marker down. Against
5-yard
Inderkum.
penalty. Repeat, second down.
What was that, a face
It is
mask?
a 5-yard face mask, so like an inadvertent one where he barely grabbed it and let go.
Well said, Terry. So it makes it be a 2nd and about 8 for the Titans. Big rush, and he's sacked hard. First time tonight they got to him. And that says a lot, considering they came into the game with 30 sacks. Another look.
That was Shamonte Brown, number 21, and Tui Ila, number 51 on the sack.
Well, you got to credit this offensive line for keeping them off Bateman's back.
Right, they're athletic up front too. They can all run on that defensive line.
Quick hitch out of the backfield. Have been waiting for that. When you can't get Borders going on the handoff, get him the ball in the open field somehow.
We have another penalty over there on the tackle.
Oh, man. A flag and an injury.
The defensive guy, the injured player, stood up.
Well, here's the pass to Borders. See, that gives him a chance to motor.
Well, great call. They got him the ball away from that defensive line and let him do something with it. Looks like it's close to a first down.
Very close to a first. Yes, it is.
Hold on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of foul. Still 3rd down.
Thanks, Mark. He's getting a little hoarse now, huh?
He is. He's made almost 30 penalty calls out there tonight.
Well, he is nearing the all-time record that the Imperator and I saw in a game we covered. 39 penalties.
Antelope needs to be careful here.
Oh, my goodness.
Good coverage.
Williams, the intended receiver, twin coverage. Boy, they got the umbrella out there deep now after being stung 4 times.
Right, that's great coverage by James Taylor, number 4. Limping a little bit.
Hard-fought game. 4th and 11. Punt situation.
Taylor's the punt returner.
And Tupou set to do the booting.
Looks like Inderkum might be coming after it.
It looks like it. Trouble. Ooh. That one looked like it was doomed. I don't know how he's getting those away.
Well, good field position again for Inderkum. They've had it most of the night.
They have indeed. They have indeed. 25 yards on the boot. Well, temperature's dropping here. Intensity still flaring.
They're going to keep it on the ground, running behind the fullback Simmons.
Well, he makes the 40-yard line. Gain of about 4.
That was right behind Jordan Sloan and Josiah Sharma. Left guard and left tackle for Inderkum.
Borders coming out of the ball game for a rest. He looks exhausted. Let's take another look here. He just smack it up in there. 27-20, Antelope by 7. Fourth quarter early. Well, nice opening hole.
That was a quick give to Simmons, his first carry of the night. You know, several games this year, he's been the workhorse towards the end. He comes in and the big back gets the ball, and he's hard to bring down.
3rd and 1. Big hole, look out.
He's
off
gone.
to the races, and you can just about touchdown Tigers. Boy, that was some tremendous makeup speed there on an attempt.
Well, they were in man-for-man on defense with everybody up, and once you split a gap, there's nobody back there to play defense.
Nobody back. 55 yards. 55. Nobody
They
there.
were locked up in man coverage.
Just
or
a
safety.
sprint. He did get caught. That was tremendous, Watson. Tremendous, trying to make him fumble. Here we are, trying to tie. High snap. And no good. Wide left. And another angle. This will be good. We'll check out Watson. Look at him coming from way off.
Good effort.
Man. Okay, we're coming right back for more. Stay with us. Inderkum set to kick off after a 55-yard touchdown run, the longest of the season for Jorlin. His previous was 41, and he busted that one. But they're a point shy on another PAT miss.
Yeah, all these little things, these penalties, missed extra points by both teams, could be the difference in the game here. Seems like it's been a 1-point lead back and forth, and nobody wants to tie it up or take the lead.
Running lane and for Watson, the penalty marker flew in there. Boy, the hitting is fierce out there.
Right.
Williams on the return, flag down on play against the Titans.
So what's the penalty this time?
Crackback block, I think, on Antelope.
Boy, oh boy.
On a defenseless player, probably, or if he's behind the ball.
Now, Mark Fagan has my praises. Our game official.
Against Inderkum.
During the return, blocking the back on the kicking team. That penalty enforced 10 yards from the end of the run. First down.
Okay, let's see.
Tigers. That's going to push the Titans.
Okay, here he comes.
48-yard line. First and 10.
Boy, oh boy. So, field position, is that what you had spoken?
Field position again.
Yeah. From the 48. Nothing doing.
5-man front for Inderkum, and there's just too many Tigers for the Titans to block.
No room for Borders to run.
Borders again getting a carry. Kirkpatrick has played a fine game tonight for Inderkum, making that last stop. 2nd and 10. Boy, a nice burst to get something out of that. Why come to the near side?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a lot of time coaches like to see the ball come their way, too. Inderkum changed up their defense right there a little bit. They're in a straight 5-2 zone coverage.
Okay, field level.
Down and 4 for the Titans.
For a small back, boy, he takes a lot of punishment. Tough back.
Here you go again. 50 with zone coverage, cover 2.
3rd and 4. Borders to the outside. Changes direction and gets a first down.
Nice run,
That's a great run. Slowed down, cut it back, ran hard, and got the first down.
No, that was superlative. That was tremendous.
Well, there's Borders on 2 back-to-back carries for the first down.
He's playing both ways. Okay, now he was caught for short of the first down.
Right, he ran through 2 guys and ran over 2 more.
Man. Bateman.
Nice catch.
That is a reception.
Wow, I saw that 1 foot down. That Bateman's having a heck of a game. What a great throw by a quarterback.
Well, again on the receiving end, Lamar Johnson, a 30-yard hookup right there on pinpoint accuracy of a well-defended receiver.
Sure, got the ball high enough, though, and outside to where only he could get it.
Man, Watson, Cole, Johnson, Williams.
They brought a fullback in. Let's see if they're going to run Borders here. Here we go.
They toss it to the corner.
Ooh, he carried those guys down inside the 1, looked like.
Yep.
About the 1 yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal at the 1.
My. Let's take a look. This is a dynamite ball carrier. Short yardage, taking punishment, driving the big man back.
Fullback, number 11, got out there and made 2 good blocks.
Here we go from the goal line. Borders untouched. Touchdown, Titans. offensive line. Check out the size of this hole.
They just opened it. He wasn't touched right there. Open it right up. Woo!
It comes at the 6:54, so time now.
Well, this is a huge extra point right here.
It's huge.
You go up by 8.
It is huge. Okay, they got enough men on the field. Snap, spot, boot, and got it. 6:54 of the fourth. Let's take a look at the Borders touchdown. Just a waltz in the park. We'll be right back for more of this hometown sports game of the week.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. The trees stand tall. Mother, mother, you tell me to stay rooted. The trees' roots go deep. You tell me to focus on my breath, and the trees breathe for the earth. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? Will you be the kind that makes shade, or the kind that shows a new way? Might you be the kind to hug, or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind. The child had a few more questions after that, and the forest had plenty of answers.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
The kickoff return, nicely done. 36 yards on the run back. And good field position now upcoming for the Tigers, trailing here 34-26, 6:52 left.
Yeah, it was a good deep kick, but the Titans didn't get their guys down there fast enough. They were kind of slow getting downfield. Maybe fatigue is taking over right now.
Okay, we'll see who has more in the tank. 4 receivers out, 3 to the right side. They run it. Pick up maybe 3 or 4. This has been a wild ball game. Largely unpredictable. And certainly volatile.
It's been real entertaining. It's a good football game.
Okay, Tigers up to the line.
Okay, Antelope still in man all across.
Hutman hit as he throws, incomplete. Jorlin, 23 carries for 136 and a TD, 55 of that on the burst.
Right, that's a big night right there.
Yes, it is. Third and 7.
Well, I'd look for Inderkum to not want to punt here. If they get in a punting situation, I think they're going to go for it.
Three wideouts to the right. Hutman is going to have to dance with it. He slips on the cutback, and he's shy of the first by a couple yards. So that's an accurate spot where he slid. He's 2 yards shy. Here comes fourth down.
Well, last time we saw this, Antelope had in man coverage, they had everybody up. They had everybody up and
Trayvon Watson.
This time Antelope's got a guy back, so if they pop it on 4th and 1, they can make a play.
Boom! Oh! My.
Mackay DuBose Kane. I think.
He's done 2 of those tonight.
He's had a couple big plays.
That was a shot.
That's the play of the night right there.
It is. No one blocked him, and it was you and me. Boy, the ball goes over on downs on that 4th down gamble. And what was that field position we spoke of?
Right. That's a game changer right there. I think you're going to see a lot of boarders right now. And try to use up that clock as much as you can. And if you have to pass, they will, but I'm sure they're going to run the first couple times.
Well, let's see. The backfield.
Here comes backed off on defense. Well, they're getting after it with their linebackers.
They toss to Borders. He cuts it, breaks a couple tackles, and lunges forward for a gain of 2 to 3. Clock rolling. Just over 5 minutes remaining in this one.
You know, they'll want to work that thing. They want to work their 25 to 30 seconds off each possession here.
Huron Borders. There's the cut. Hard to bring down. He dragged that guy.
Right, when he's got nothing there, he cuts that thing up and runs really hard.
And that first down he struggled for on the far side was a huge play. Inderkum has just 1 timeout remaining. That is important. On 2nd down, low snap. Bateman down to get it and lunges forward. He is near 1st down yardage and may have that.
I don't think that was a design play. He just had a fumbled snap, picked it up, and went straight ahead as fast as he could. Made a huge play.
He did. And the hole was there. That's a 1st down. Another look. That was so alert.
Yeah, they're working that clock down to just a few seconds left, and they'll snap the ball.
Borders, zigzag move, trying to get outside. Cannot. There's a tired young man right there. He has played hard.
Sure is. Well, Inderkum just stuffs that up there, makes it bounce outside, and then they have great pursuit, corner support, nowhere to run. Probably.
Okay, they lose half a yard. 2nd 11. Working the clock. Bateman to throw. Over the top. Broken up. Nearly intercepted. Yeah, they tried to catch him napping, but that was excellent coverage out there. And he knows he should have picked it.
Well, that also stops the clock, and it gave Inderkum a shot right there. And now it gives them a little bit more time if they can make the stop here on this down.
So a key play on the huddle up. Well, at the conclusion of tonight's contest, we'll be selecting and interviewing players of the game from both sides. And you'll not want to miss that. Bateman, that is an early hit and pass interference. Underthrown. Johnson looked back and got tagged. And that could seal the deal. Yes, lots of candidates for player of the game. I think my ballot is
pass
going to
interference on the defense. 15 yards from the previous spot. 1st down.
Well, our game referee, Mark Fagan, has been tremendous tonight.
He could be one of the players of the game.
As his entire crew has. First down after the penalty, the 750th of the evening.
And you're going to see Borders again.
Yes, indeed.
He holds that ball high and tight, too. It's hard to get that thing loose. Looked like that was almost a bad snap, but he got it off and got it to Borders.
On the evening, and mind you, these numbers are tabulated with expert efficiency by Rob Bimson. 15 penalties on Inderkum for 128.
Wow.
Well, there is the last Inderkum timeout to stall this outcome. Crazier things have happened, but I would rather be in Antelope's position right now. We'll come right back to you for more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
The Antelope Titans take the field now after Inderkum burned up its last timeout. We got 1:42 left on the board, and Antelope on top 34-26 in a wild and woolly up and down seesaw battle. Long count and a jump.
Dead ball. Ball start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Boy, oh boy, the penalties. So they back him up 5.
Well, I think Antelope needs to run the ball 2 times. If they don't get a first down, Inderkum probably have inside a minute, maybe 30 to 40 seconds left if they do stop them. And a long ways to go.
3rd and 13. They toss. Borders turn the corner and knocked out of bounds.
We got a hold by Antelope's receiver.
Flag down the play. Folks, if everybody could also help.
I do not believe he wanted to go out of bounds there.
Thank you for your help. We appreciate it. And we thank you for your support this season. We hope to see you cheering on your Titans as they enter the CIF Sacramento section playoff.
Well, we'll see what our officiating crew is going to do here.
Holding on the offense. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is 4th down.
Well, the Titans have not handled this last series well at all.
Well, since the ball went out of bounds, Inderkum declined the penalty because if they would have taken the penalty, Antelope would have got to run one more play and could have burned another 35 seconds off the clock. Now if Inderkum stops them, they're going to get the ball back with a little over a minute to go.
Hold on to yourselves. It's not over.
Now they're taking the penalty, which would give...
On the offense, 10 yards from the spot, it's going to be still be third down.
That's a surprise.
Well,
going to start on the snap.
That takes time away from Inderkum right there.
So what we've got is a third down. They'll need 21 for a first down inside the 10. But I think the ticks off the clock are
right. You could run probably 4 plays in that amount of time.
Wow, interesting play call here, Coach. They're going upstairs to the corner, up for grabs. I see you cringing over there, Coach Stark.
I don't know why they throw the ball. They could have burned 35 seconds off the clock.
Incomplete
but
and stopped the clock.
They felt they had something there.
They almost had something there, and it was all going to be bad news. Hoo-wee. That was... I've got 2 football experts on either side of me, and they're both holding their heads going, what? Well, as they say, no lead is safe. But,
well, they've thrown the ball all year, so they feel comfortable doing it. Any situation.
Any situation. Well, I'm standing on my feet here. 1.5 minutes left. They toss and go wide to the sideline again. Oh, my word. I don't get it. I do not get that, but the ball goes over, and Reggie Harris's outfit has another chance in desperation time.
And 1 missed tackle. An Inderkum player can go all the way.
It's an 8-point cushion. This is crucial. Do you want overtime tonight, Terry?
Sure, let's see overtime.
Okay. Hutman surrounded. Sacked. Okay. Inderkum has to line up fast. They had guys downfield. 1.5 minutes rolling. They fled 4 receivers and the bomb. Possible, it's a breakup, incomplete, nearly picked. Watson with the defense there to break that up.
Well, the quarterback got outside the pocket and had a shot there for a big play. If he catches that, they're at 54 seconds around the 40-yard line.
Well, their deep safety is way back there.
You got to keep the quarterback in the pocket.
Here's the rush. He gets out of the pocket. On the run, tries to wind up and hums it. Look at that. You know, Watson is super duper. Trayvon Watson has just individually put on one heck of a show here with probably 10 spectacular plays. Boy, oh boy, it's been a while since I've seen that on both ends. offense and defense.
Well, that's the CVC.
It surely is.
Close game every night.
42.5 on the clock, a kneel down. And this is where James Cagney would say the examination's over. Watson, what a champion. He's dancing. And to the beat of victory. Tough loss for the Tigers on the road. They gave it a go. Stayed close, stayed within striking distance, but Watson did more striking.
He sure did. They have a receiving core that's tough to stop. And a running back to go with it.
A running back to go with it, and a quarterback.
That's right.
Puts it on the money.
Makes it all happen.
Woo! They're going to be tough. They're in that tough division too. Oak Ridge, Granite Bay. Boy, that's rugged, but we'll wait and see how that shakes out in the seedings. I hope these guys can put the hard feelings behind them and shake it off. But tonight, it was far from all out precision, but enough excitement to make this have been a Week 10 grandiose performance. And Mike Byerly's ball club has got firepower.
They do. And they're happy tonight, and he has another undefeated season in league. And
16-0.
Didn't look like there's any injuries, and they're going to be strong going into the playoffs.
Yes, they are.
And if Inderkum gets in, they could cause some problems with the talent they have over there.
They could. You wouldn't want to look past them, that's for sure. Never want to play them short. Well, stay with us. We've got the big-time post-game coming up with Rick Stewart's interviews, and you'll be able to find out who our players of the game have been selected. Stay with us.
To Sofia and Gabriel, mis flores, my little flowers. Even though these old knees can't follow on your adventure to the forest today, these flowers represent my love, so you can take me with you wherever you go, near or far. These stitches and threads join us together. Me, your mother, and both of you. And wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
The verdict is in, and the decision is final this evening from Antelope High School, where this evening in Week 10 of the regular season and the CVC finale. Host Antelope, in a wild one, stops visiting Inderkum by a final score 34-26 in a ball game that was topsy-turvy from the very beginning. And as you said earlier, Terry Stark, Coach Byerly has preserved his undefeated streak in league play, now stretching it to 16-0 with tonight's big victory.
Well, what a great job by Antelope tonight. You know, it seems like they settled down a little bit more at the end and got their running back the ball a little bit more, used the clock, and marched the ball down the field.
Boy, they sure did. And we had noted in our pregame that Bateman had come off a career game in that non-league makeup game, a replacement game, with throwing the 6 touchdowns. And, you know, he threw some passes that were in the danger zone a little bit, but still connected for 4 touchdowns.
Right. I was real impressed with Bateman. He has excellent feet. He gets away from the rush. He can throw on the run. He's very accurate in the pocket and on the run. And he puts the ball in a place where only his receivers can get it. So that's a lot of time spent in the summer throwing with his receivers right there, and it really showed tonight.
Bateman tonight, according to these precise statistics compiled by Rob Bimson, 15 for 29 for 311 and the 4 scores, 3 of those going to Watson. And Borders, after a very slow start where he wasn't even getting touches, 21 carries, tough carries for 79. And Watson, 4 receptions for 127, 3 of them for the distance that we mentioned earlier in the game. So they have got weapons. Well, let's splash our graphic and let you know who we did come up with. Giovanni Jorlin for the visiting Inderkum Tigers, exemplary performance with his 136 yards and touchdown, and the terrible trio from Antelope. Borders, Bateman, and Watson are triple players of the game this evening for the host Titans. And I do believe Rick Stewart is at field level with these outstanding players. Rick?
Hey, thanks, Will. Terry, Coach, it's a great game. Giovanni Jorlin tonight came up on the short end a little bit on the point scale on the scoreboard, but you had a great game tonight. Tell me what you saw out there.
Seeing they were stacking on, like we were trying to pitch the ball and go outside, they were stacking on all of it.
Did you guys just not have anything to work with at all? Their defense looked like they were pretty solid, but yours did too.
We tried. We tried to work with our line to help us, and I wouldn't be able to get my touchdown without our line.
Well, you had a good game, and you guys still have some opportunities to get into playoffs. You know, you got 5 wins, so depending on how it all phones out, maybe you guys will get into playoffs. Good luck the rest of the way, rest of your career. All right? Thanks, Giovanni. All righty, Karan Borders, we've talked to you before. We know how good you are. It seems like some people can say the numbers are less this year, but they're not really. You got more of a team, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think one of the biggest things we've preached in the offseason is spreading the field and using all of our weapons. Last year we had that, but we didn't really use it. So this year you're going to see a lot of it, especially in the playoffs.
Well, when you look at the box score from the Sonora game, Bateman had a tremendous game and everything. You had, some people would say, a pedestrian game, 92 yards, 119, but 211 yards total offense. Your offensive line was doing the job, weren't they?
Yes, sir. The offensive line always gets it done. Even when we're going against a tough opponent, they're always going to keep their head up and just keep fighting.
It was close tonight for a while. What was the key?
Just keeping our heads, really. They're a tough football team, and we can tip our hats to them and give a lot of respect to them, but in the end, we really just wanted it more, I think so.
All right, Karan. Best of luck the rest of the year, and best of luck with your career, too.
Thank you.
Good job. All righty. Mr. Bateman. Yes, sir. Okay. Politeness as well. Tremendous talent. You had 540 yards passing last week, 6 touchdowns. How did you look at that and try and prepare for this game?
I really hope that it would open up their defense a little more for the run game. But I think they were still keying off on, our star running back, Karan Borders, So, that just opened up our passing game a lot today, I think.
Your defense stood up, too, and they took care of a lot of things early in the game. It was a little bit high scoring in the second half, but you guys had enough to hold on.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they did great. I think that was the best defensive performance that we've had. I'm super proud of them. The linemen, were working really good. Our outside backers were staying to their assignments, and our secondary was doing great.
CBC champions going to the playoffs. Good job. Best of luck. Best of luck. All righty then. Trayvon Watson, tremendous game. 3 touchdowns today. You did a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What was key tonight for you?
I ain't going to lie. It's really more two than me. I don't want to take most of the credit because I wouldn't be doing all that without Josiah. So, and as they said, we got a boy at running back, so it's going to open up the pass a lot because they're going to focus on him. So that allowed me to do what I did tonight.
But there's also a defensive, aspect to your game too.
Yes, sir. I try to do a little both. I only played one position last year. It's a little hard now because I'm playing 2. I'm a little more tired, but it's really more of a group thing because it's defense. You need everybody. You need all 11 hats. So.
Well, you're just more valuable when you do more things, right?
Of course.
All right. Good luck in the playoffs. Yep. Best of luck. Stay healthy.
Yep,
all right, Trayvon. All right, Coach Byerly. Good game tonight. Good second half. What was the key that the second half was different? I mean, it was high scoring.
We just kept believing, and we decided that we were going to take a shorter game instead of trying to blow off the top like we were in the first half. We'd hit some short passes and see how that opened things up for us. Okay. And come back to the running game, find some ways to run the ball as well.
Now, what were they doing that Borders didn't have quite the openings that, he has before?
Well, like a lot of teams have done this year, they put a lot of people in the box from tackle to tackle, so we were able to get outside a little bit on some of our jet sweeps and on passes as well. But also it opened up our passing game a bit. So we're fortunate to have a lot of tools, a lot of people that can catch the ball. We have 4 great receivers. So if we can find any kind of weakness at all or any kind of opening in the defense, we're going to take advantage of it.
Next practice, you show up with a team. What are you going to tell them first off, and what are you going to work on?
Well, it depends on what our pairing is. We have no idea until Sunday afternoon who we're going to be paired with, and it seems like it could go a couple different ways. And it looks like we're going to be in Division II, and man, it is stacked. So we're looking forward to the challenge that first round brings. We'll take one round at a time.
Do you expect to have a home game first off as a league champion?
It doesn't look like it. Okay. As of right now, it looks like they have us in a 10th seed. I don't know if that'll change after tonight, but that means we're going to be traveling.
Okay. All right. Well, Coach, good luck in the playoffs. Stay healthy, okay? Will, Terry, we're back at you.
Thank you, Rick. What an array of talent there that Coach Byerly has at his disposal, and all modest young men.
Right, and I think Antelope's coaches have fun calling plays. With a quarterback that can distribute the ball like that, good offensive line, they have a lot of weapons out there, and they'll cause some problems in Division II playoffs.
No doubt. Type of team that you wouldn't want to play because of that firepower. Well, Rob Bimson has put together quite a comprehensive statistical presentation here. Rushing yards, Inderkum did have the edge, but not by a lot as Borders did come alive late in the game. Passing yards, Bateman and company. Total O, impressive. First downs, lopsided. The penalties just exhausted our game referee tonight, Mark Fagan. He sounded a little hoarse going down the stretch, Terry. And the turnovers, like you indicated, it was interceptions.
Right. Well, one more turnover by Inderkum could have been the difference. And again, it was passing against running, and that passing offense was very good.
Individually speaking, Hutman at quarterback for Inderkum through the air, 7 of 17, 1 touchdown on that fluke play on the sideline that Harris had, but 3 interceptions, and he was only 2 for 8 in the second half for 4 yards through the air. So the passing game was abandoned. They attempted it. I shouldn't say abandoned, but it was ineffective and not a factor.
Right. Well, I think you need to give a lot of credit to Antelope's defense because they forced Inderkum into passing situations. Inderkum ran the ball well, but they still forced him to throw the ball, And like Coach Byerly said, their defense has been getting a little bit better every game late in the year, and they showed a lot tonight.
They did. They had a crucial stop inside the red zone there that was a key turning point, a plot point. And they lived up to the standards that Coach Byerly would like to have them represent at all times. You can see the winning attitude there, reflective of his interviews and his input that we heard. And look at their record. He's still undefeated in this conference.
Right. Well, Antelope has kind of the CVC is theirs right now. They've taken 3 in a row from Inderkum. They haven't lost to anybody in 3 seasons. And someone somewhere next year has to beat them to start a rivalry, I guess, because right now there's not a rivalry if you're beating everybody.
Well, the record speaks for itself, and our record speaks for itself here with Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week. It was a real treat coming out here to Antelope and to working with the A-team. Rob Bimson continues to set standards. Terry Stark, a treat working with you in this game. Rick Stewart rounded up those 5 people so fast and made my head spin. And our entire hometown sports game of the week broadcast crew brought it tonight. Those multiple replays from different angles were particularly impressive. So that's the way it shakes out this evening at Antelope High, Week 10 of high school football. Playoffs dead ahead, and we'll be in that mix. And we'll tell you who they are as far as we can speculate, but we'll know by this weekend who we're going to go cover. So we invite you no matter where it is. For Gary Martin and the entire crew, I'm Will James. We thank you for joining us, and always we'll look forward to the next time we can cross your path. I'm Will James. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll get with you next time. So long, everyone.
This has been a Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast from Access Sacramento, your local nonprofit community media center serving Sacramento County. Major underwriting support this season for Hometown Sports Game of the Week is provided by the Sacramento Metropolitan Television Commission.